DJ Farr, Steve Shedd, bring him to green, and the veteran will take the lead into turn one.
As they were 3 wide for a moment, heading into turn number 1, it's the number 10 machine, Steve Shedd, as he's got about a 2-car length advantage over the DJ Farr Jr. car as we work turn number 3 for the first time.
Steve Shedd showing the way, the 88 machine of DJ Farr in that second spot, but about to get sidestepped as Sean Smith to the inside. The 17 SS can't quite make the pass. Running in that number 4 spot, Chuck Cumbie in the 38. And there goes the pass, so Smith now in the number 2 spot.
Little issue for Chuck Cumbie off of turn number 2. He's going to lose that spot to the Maury West machine as Chuck had issues up there in 1 and 2, not doing too well in 3 and 4. Also, as Chuck Cumbie unusually doesn't quite have the handle on that number 38 machine here tonight.
It almost is like he's underpowered as the car is not getting through the corners. Now Mark Stubbe's going to take a shot at him on the outside, and yes, the 38 of Cumbie is struggling with the handling. You can see him sawing on the steering wheel. Battle for the lead.
Battle for the lead off of turn number 4. It is still Steve Shedd, but Sean Smith in that 17 dives to the bottom. Smith is going to be horsepower, a little bit of a contact, maybe try to do the slide job, as he now has a 3-car length advantage over Steve Shedd, working lap number 4.
Car drifted as it went up into turn number 2, right in the path of Shedd, and Shedd had the presence of mind to get on the binders. Let Smith go. This race pays nothing. It only sets you up for the lineup for your feature event.
Absolutely. Now Sean Smith setting sail in that number 17 machine as he's got about a 10-12 car length advantage over Steve Shedd. DJ Farr in the 88 running in the 3rd spot. Maury West in the 03.
And we've got some serious trouble, Bob, on the 78K machine of Robert Kuhn. Seen the nose digging into the racetrack. The supports have let go. Also, it looks like the hood is trying to come up. He's got his hands full. He's just going to limp it into the pit area. A very good move for him. That could have been really dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. We're still on the green now. The 46C, Hamp Conley going a lap down. Sean Smith continues to lead.
Sean Smith has got himself a half a straightaway advantage now over veteran Shedd, as the 88 machine of DJ Farr Jr., the pole sitter, holding his own right now in the number 3 spot. I like the way Maury West is running. Started 7th, has worked his way to 4th, still has aspirations of getting up to 3rd.
Absolutely. Now for the final time off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway, Sean Smith in that number 17 machine, looking to take home heat race number 1 as he works for the final time off of turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Smith, your 602 Florida late model heat race number 1 winner.
Green flag is out and we are underway for the Florida late models heat race number 2. Jeff Choquette will be going to the inside as he tries to fight with Travis Stepps as they come out of turns 1 and 2, still side by side as they come down the back straightaway.
A little bit of rubbing there on 1 and 2 between Choquette and Stats, still side by side. Throw a blanket over those two. You can't tell who's leading now. Choquette and Stats doing a little bit of beating and banging. Looks like a tire on the cars. A lot of sheet metal on the Jeff Choquette machine.
Major damage to Jeff Choquette in that number 721. He's going to get passed now by that number 7T of Trevor Taylor as they go down the back straightaway. Taylor to the inside. He will easily take over the lead as contact happens in 3 and 4. Flat tire for that number 1.
So, the Stats, all that beating and banging, and Travis he's a flat tire. He is done for the heat race. You get a flat in the heat, and you are done.
Green flag is out. We are underway once again here at Volusia Speedway Park, and we see once again that 70 of Trevor Taylor go out to about a 2-car length lead. Jeff Choquette moves up to 2nd.
Jeff Choquette with a little push off of turn number 2. Trevor Taylor with about a 6-car length advantage, as he's got that 7T dialed in here so far tonight. Jeff Choquette, once again, just getting used to that car. You know, hot laps are a green and white checkered. That doesn't give you a whole lot of time to get a handle on that car, and I guarantee you, as the laps wind down, Choquette's going to get better.
He certainly is, as he's now got about a 2 to 3 car length advantage over, looks like to be the 20T, and Nick Kirkus, who is currently sitting in that 3rd position as they come out of turns 3 and 4 right now, as the battle for 3rd still rages on as they come across the line. There's going to be Kirkus, and then the battle for 5th between, looks like the 388 and the 73 of David Denson as well, battling it out.
So Jackson Heiss was on the inside of Sonny Thompson. Sonny got the best of him coming off of 2. So Sonny Thompson in the 4th spot. Meanwhile, out front, it's still Trevor Taylor in the 7T with Choquette in the 721 running 2nd.
As they work their way down into turns 1 and 2, Jeff Choquette now under heavy fire from Nick Kirkus in that number 20K. As they go down the back straightaway, it is going to be, as we see a car go down pit road right now, that is the 21S of Shane Dayhall. as he will now call it a night for him here in this heat race. But meanwhile, it is still Trevor Taylor, your race leader, by over 4 seconds.
Trevor Taylor can't even look back and find the guy who's running second. We might have a change for second as Nick Kirkus now within a car length of Choquette as they work 3 and 4.
Out of turn 4, Nick Kirkus trying everything he can to get around Jeff Choquette for that second spot. To no avail. Into turns 1 and 2 for the final time.
As he works for the final time off of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Trevor Taylor in the 7T machine, winning Florida late model heat race number 2.
The third and final heat for the Florida late models. Out of 4 they come, green in the air.
As the green flag is out, they're going to go side by side into turn 1. David Clegg right now at 0-7 to an early lead out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, while the 11 of Josh Kunzbeck will take second. Battle for third heating on as they enter turn 3.
Adam Bennett going 3 wide. Mills was the meat in the sandwich. He emerged as the number 3 car. Not exactly sure how that panned out for him, but they were 3 wide for the number 3 spot. Bennett made it 3 wide, and Fitzgerald struggling right now in the 7.
He certainly is. I think he lost all the momentum that he built up when he was trying to go into 3 and 4 on that top side. Didn't work out for him, but he's back on the throttle once again, trying to get around the 18A of Jared Allison as they come off turn 4, side by side for fifth.
It's all David Clegg right now in the 07 machine down the backstretch, leading Kunzbeck and the 14 of young Trey Mills. Of course, the son of Stanton Mills, a longtime veteran here at Volusia Speedway Park. Bennett running in the 4th spot, but young Mills right now not giving up the 2nd position.
Trey Mills trying to reel in that number 11K of Josh Kunzbeck as they go into turns 2. Down the back straightaway they will go. Pretty much everyone else single file trying to get themselves ready for the final few laps as we are approaching halfway.
The Wild Child gives David Clegg the cross flags, 4 in, 4 to go. That time Mills lost a little real estate coming out of turn number 4, so he's going to have to pedal fast to try and get back in touch. Fitzgerald will go after Allison, trying to recover after that early 3 wide.
And as they go down the back straightaway, Fitzgerald will try to take a peek to the inside, but can't get close enough as they come out of turn 4. We got a battle for second between Kunzbeck and Trace Mills. Mills using the lap car as a pick to try to get second away.
So Mills just took advantage of that slower 11K car, and he'll dispatch him and leave him down the backstretch. Now Bennett's going to go after the 11K and try and grab the number 3 spot.
Ooh, a little bit of bumping and banging towards the back for that 5th position between, looks like Fitzgerald and Allison as they come out of 4, but they're going to still remain in that 5th and 6th position. Out of turn 2 they will go. It is still going to be once again David Clegg getting the white flag.
And Clegg down the front stretch will receive that bleach flag. 7 in the books. Final time around. Clegg, Mills, and now Bennett has taken over the number 3 spot, so move Adam Bennett up one more. And I'm telling you what, the 11K of Kunzbeck has lost all handling. Something's wrong.
Something has broke as the checkered flag is coming out. David Clegg in the 07 will take home heat race number 3.
For that green flag, here we go. Green flag is in the air. Drag race down the front straightaway. Who's it going to be in the turn number 1? Mills or Choquette? They're still side by side. Trey Mills, your race leader, off at 2.
Don't count out that 07 of David Clegg. He moves up into P3 right now as they go down the back straightaway. Trey Mills, Jeff Choquette will be your top 2 as we see Clegg goes to the inside. He will take second away on lap number 1.
David Clegg in that 07 machine. The side farmer up to that number 2 spot. He's got company. That is Sean Smith in the 17 machine. Smith with a good run going as he's trying to take over the number 2 spot from David Clegg. Smith on the bottom, Clegg on the high side. Trey Mills out front.
Trey Mills loving the battle behind him. That allows him to pull away from the group. 0.8 of a second to separate him and Clegg as they go out of turn number 2. A little further back, Jeff Choquette under heavy pressure from Steve Sheed, Trevor Taylor, and Maury West as they go down the back straightaway into turn 3.
Mills continues to lead. Clegg in second. Smith in the 3rd spot. Choquette in the 4th spot. Then in the 5th spot is the number 10 machine. That is Steve Shedd. Shedd with a good run going. However, he's got company as that would be the 7T machine, I believe, of Trevor Taylor working toward the front.
Well, here comes Trey Mills. He is going to be entering lap traffic. This could be the opportunity for David Clegg to make ground on the leader as they come out of turn 2. He'll get around the 4th. As they enter into turn 3, more cars in the way as they come out of 4.
One of the fastest cars on the racetrack right now is the young Trevor Taylor. Trevor Taylor now up to the the fourth spot as he's trying to reel in Brendan Smith for third. Smith on the inside of Clegg. Here comes Ham Conley, going to throw a wrench in the monkeys.
The 40C going to use the 46C as a pick as we see Clegg take over second place as he tries to get around the 17S of Shan Smith right now. Great job to get around that lap traffic of the 46C. Out of turn number 2, we will see Clegg pull away once again to hold on to second.
I tell you what, those guys had a hard time getting around Ham Conley. Trey Mills was loving it, but there goes Ham Conley around. That's going to bring out a yellow there in 3 and 4 as Conley sits over there. Has pulled the trigger. There's the green flag. Mills going to lead him down the front straightaway. Sean Smith going to try the outside. Let's see if Smith's going to try to do the crossover. He's got a good run off of turn number 2. Trey Mills holding on to that number 1 spot. Sean Smith right on the back bumper in second.
David Clegg's pretty much his entire back half of the race car went up in the air when he had contact on that start, but is able to recover nicely. He'll move back into third and go on to the attack on Smith as they enter in 1.
Clegg not happy relinquishing that number 2 spot, trying to get back by Sean Smith for second. Smith's having nothing to do with it as Trey Mills continues to lead.
Out of turn number 4, Trey Mills still holds on to the race lead as they come across the line. The gap is 0.6 of a second between him and Smith. Down into turn 1 and 2. Clegg will go for second, but can't quite make it work. Side by side down the back straightaway as they go into turn 3.
David Clegg on the bottom, Sean Smith on the outside, Trevor Taylor in 4th. Best seat in the house for Taylor. Who's he going to be off of turn number 4? It's going to be Sean Smith maintaining that number 2 spot. Don't look now, but Jason Fitzgerald has worked his way up to the 4th spot. Fitzgerald started back in the 15th starting spot.
Talk about the biggest mover of tonight's race right now, Jason Fitzgerald. He wants more. He's got 4th. Now he sets his sights on David Clegg as Trey Mills sets the fastest lap of the race with an 18.07.
Fitzgerald is a team car of Trey Mills. He doesn't want to have that youngster beat him as Fitzgerald up the 4th spot looking for more as Mills leads him off of turn number 4 for lap 11.
Here they come down the front straightaway. 9 laps to go here at Volusia. Down the battle for 4th still rages on. Fitzgerald, Taylor as they go into 1. Side by side for 6th position as Jeff Choquette is on the outside, and it looks like also Jared Allison as caution is out.
We have a yellow. That is the number 70.
Waiting. Green flag is in the air. We are underway. 9 laps to go at Volusia.
Mills out front once again. Clegg on the bottom. Smith on the top. Fitzgerald way on the bottom. He's a bottom feeder. Here comes Trevor Taylor with a great run off of turn number 2. Takes over that number 4 spot once again from Fitzgerald as now a challenge for that number 1 spot. Clegg
trouble in turn 3.
They stack them up. Fitzgerald's involved with it. 5, 6 cars. 8 cars. Oh my goodness.
The Wild Child flagman is out there. Green flag is out. We are back underway here. Trey Mills back into the race lead. Sean Smith back in second. Clegg looks to the inside, but it's dropped back to 4th position as Allison has taken the 3rd position away. Battle for the race lead into turn 3.
Sean Smith with a great run on Trey Mills. Smith, the veteran on the outside, takes over that number 1 spot. New race leader, Sean Smith.
Trey Mills trying to reel him back in, but it might be not enough time as Sean Smith set the fastest time of the race so far. Battle for 3rd underway as Clegg gets passed by both Allison as well as under heavy pressure from Trevor Taylor into turn 3.
David Clegg fighting back now. Allison had to lift a little bit off of 4. Race leader, Sean Smith. Second is Trey Mills.
Ooh, trouble in turn 3 and 4 as more cars are around.
In Calamity Corner down there tonight, that is turn number 4. Another incident that happened down there. 4 cars involved.
Turn number 4, the Wild Child's waiting to see if everybody's lined up. Ooh, a couple of people's getting stacked up.
Jared Allison getting a little antsy there.
He certainly is, but with that, we are back underway here. Sean Smith pulls away. Trey Mills falls in second with Jared Allison in your top 3 as they come out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway they will go. It is still going to be single file for your top 5 as they see. Looks like that 7 of Trevor Taylor trying to go into the battle here as they dive out of turn number 4. 2-wide battle for 5th position.
We have another number 7 working his way back to the 5th spot. That would be Jason Fitzgerald. Jason involved in that incident earlier. He's on a mission here tonight. He's up to the 5th spot looking for more. Meanwhile, out front, Sean Smith is your race leader.
As they come out of turn number 4, Fitzgerald, the juggernaut, trying to work his way out of turn 4 to gain some ground on Clegg. As he goes to the inside, will get 4th position.
Jason Fitzgerald on a march toward the front. He's going to need some help, though, if he's going to be able to run down Sean Smith. Sean with an extremely fast hot rod here tonight. He's got about a half a straightaway over Trey Mills. Another half back is the number 18 machine of Jared Allison. Now Clegg and Fitzgerald doing battle. Clegg says, I don't think so, Jason. Not that easy. Clegg with a good run off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway retakes that number 4 spot.
As they come out of turn number 4, Fitzgerald tries to get the power down to get around Clegg, but it's going to be too little, too late. Trevor Taylor now joins the fray of this battle for 4th position as we still keep an eye on the battle for the race lead. Sean Smith, Trey Mills, 1.1 seconds between the two drivers as they come out of turn number 4. 3 laps to go here at Volusia. As we still watch the battle for 3rd position, Jared Alexander, David Clegg are now going into battle as we see Clegg to the inside off of turn number 2. Allison trying to hold tight, which he will as they dive down into turn 3 and 4. 2 laps to go this time by. Sean Smith now holds a 9/10 of a second lead over Trey Mills, but it is going to be a tough battle for Mills to catch back up to sweep the night. Meanwhile, for 3rd position for the podium spot, as they keep an eye on it, it is still Allison in 3rd, Clegg's in 4th. White flag in the air, one more time around for Sean Smith and Trey Mills. Mills giving it everything he's got as they come out of turn number 2. Sean Smith holding on to him as they go down the back straightaway for the final time. Into turn 3, Sean Smith started inside the top 5. He comes out of turn number 4. Your race winner here at Volusia for the Florida Late Model Division. Trey Mills comes home 2nd.
As Sean will be drawing, hopefully, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Sean Smith, our Florida Late Model feature event winner. Come on over here, Sean. Way to go, old buddy. Back here in Victory Lane. It's been a little while since you and I have chatted out here, but I'll tell you what, you definitely had this hot rod dialed in here tonight.
Yeah, Bob, it's been too long, sir, but hey, we've sucked for 2 months. I mean, Brendan and I both. We've broke stuff, crashed stuff, and we just went back to the drawing board, man, and maybe we found something. It sure liked it tonight, but you know, I got a lot of people to thank. First of all, thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. I always say that. If y'all weren't up there in those grandstands, we wouldn't be able to be out here, so thank y'all for that. Woo!
All right, Sean.
Winning feels
Take a deep breath. Enjoy it, man.
You know, I just turned 44. I'm getting too old for this stuff. Brendan's trying to retire me.
I can see that.
Without Rich and without Mike, we're missing Uncle Jesse tonight. But without those guys, I wouldn't even be here. Of course, Brendan and Brody, man. Brody's really taking in, you know, working on the car. My wife, she puts up with a lot.
A whole lot.
Whole lot. The man standing over there, Big Jim Pacino, that's a good buddy of mine, man. Me and him bounce stuff off of each other. You know, he's supposed to be working, and all we're doing is playing with race cars and stuff. But Buzzy Rudiman back there, him and Jersey and Bob, they give me a hard time about 3 times a week. Not Buzzy so much, but, you know, he just put the rear end together back in this car for us, so I got to thank him for that. Williams Trucking, Finish Line Site Development, Coastal Cleanup, all those people to help us out, especially my mom and dad. They really been helping us out here lately, and man, it feels good.